Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to a special feature of Nova Aetas. And we are right next to this village that one of you mentioned had some very interesting things about it. And after we have ventured forth and taken a look around, we are going to be heading over here to Drakkenberg, because apparently this particular town has a quest, a rather mini quest, but it has a quest nevertheless, and we are going to be checking it out after this. And then we will be heading over all the way to Zendar, because, yes, I have no idea why I missed this previously, but look at this. There's actually a path here, and you can go all the way down into the middle of the ocean, and there are huge amounts of islands here. And I just cannot believe I did not see that previously, but look at how many islands there are to explore. Goodness me, we really need to head over there as soon as possible. But first, we are going to be heading in here and speaking with the village elder, and then we will see what he has to say for himself. Aha! This appears to be our village. Yes, who would have thought it? But yes, this appears to be our village, and we can manage our village as well. What do we want to do here? I want to place new buildings. So as you can see here, you can actually improve everything. And they tell you the price of it as well, which is great. Because usually you have to select it and then it will say, oh, you know, it's going to be this much, and so on and so forth. And then you obviously have many more clicks to do. So this is great. Now I'm wondering, should we go for a blacksmith? A manor? Or maybe a stockpile? What does a stockpile do? A stockpile increases overall production, simply because the village can store more goods. Prestige plus 20. Creating this would require several phases. First, your people will build up the construction site, then the construction phase begins. In this phase, you need to order the peasants via the drafting table to bring resources to the site. When all required resources are delivered, you can finish it. Ooh, yes, much more in-depth construction here in this mod. The following resources are needed during construction: 20 timber, 8 stone, and 4 tools. Yes, we do lack 10,000 florins. That is unfortunate. Well, we don't necessarily lack 10,000 florins, if you know what I mean. So we can give him 10,000 florins, and then... we have 22 villages and grew with 0 villagers last week. Interesting. Is there anything I can do to increase the amount of villagers that we have? Maybe mana? Oh, allows you to stay for some time and rest, paying your troops half wages. Oh, okay. Well, that's not exactly what I was hoping for there. We can probably try for a quarry, actually, because that would give us 1 unit of stone extra as well, which is very nice. Following resources are needed. Whoa, okay, there's a lot of extra things to do in this, that is for sure. Increases prosperity in the village by 5%. What about the small school? Increases your reputation with the village by 1 every month. Not too sure if that's too worth it at the moment. Wow, there are so many amazing things here. I can only assume that the lumberjack will give you timber, the blacksmith will give you tools, and the quarry will give you stone. So I think we're going to go for the lumberjack first. Yes, let's do that. 5,000 florins, and construction has started. A drafting table at the site will appear in an hour, and construction has finished, apparently. Really? Okay, well, let's do the blacksmith as well, then. Why not? We have the florins. There we go. Okay, so that is great. Now, we can now assign, as you can see here, we can assign our villagers various jobs. Now, this is something, obviously, I did not touch on in the previous episode, because I was unaware that we were awarded a village immediately, which is great. So, what are we going to do? We have 22 villagers, and they are all unemployed, which is absolutely terrible. We cannot have that, can we? So, let's see. I want 10 farmers. And now we need 12. So let's see. Let's get 5 woodcutters. Oh no, you can only get 3 woodcutters. Oh, that's impressive. Okay, so let's get 3 stonecutters as well then. And let's get a couple more blacksmiths. Apparently we can get more woodcutters. I was just a little bit antsy about selecting all of these options there, but nevertheless, there it is. Very nice indeed. I think we need some more tools as well, so the stone will be a little bit lacking, but I think we should be fine. There it is. Very nice indeed. So, there we go. At the moment, nothing. Thank you. So now we can head over to the village elder and ask him if we... Oh, I'm not entirely sure whether I really want to do that at the moment, but yes, there it is. There's a little bit of the management aspect. Not very in-depth, but of course we only own a village. I'm sure as soon as we own a town or a castle, then everything will change. Now, I think you may have seen before we headed into the village there that our party has changed rather considerably. Now, as you know, I was not doing too well in terms of money, and of course we did get a naval battle when we were over the river on the bridge back in the previous episode, and I think that probably caused us to have more issues than we would have if we had a field battle at that point. Now, I have tried to get as many units as we can, many good units. Nordhuskals, Vajian Marksmen, Swadian Knights are quite obviously the best units so far that we have encountered, and, well, I think you can see why. Look at their armor. So incredibly heavy right there. And then, of course, we do have the Rodok sharpshooters. And why did I do that, you ask? We are going to be attempting a couple of sieges, maybe some battles with a particular vassal, but at the moment we are just going to be heading to Drakkenberg, and we will see what kind of quest they have for us. Now, I do believe our morale is okay. I hope it's okay. I hope we're not going to be having any problems with it just yet. But here we are. Now, where do we go? Do we visit the Tower of Istmar, or do we go to the Lord's Hall? Well, I think at the moment we'll go to the Lord's Hall. Ah, unfortunately we cannot just yet. As you see, we do have the ability to bribe them. We can offer 455 florins in return for shutting their eyes. Let's do it. The guards accept your offer and grant access to the Hall of the Lord. Oh, this is good. This is very nice. Oh my goodness. And, oh, he was actually drawing his weapon there. I was a little bit worried that he was going to attack us. No? You take our money and then attack us? How dare you? Well, no, it doesn't appear as though they are. This is very detailed. Look at this. Wow, okay. I need a room like this. That is for sure. Can we go up these stairs? No, not just yet. That's unfortunate, but nevertheless, there it is. There is the Lord's Hall. Unfortunately, I don't believe the Lord is currently here, and his wife is not here either, so I do believe we will be visiting the tower instead. So maybe he will be here? Perhaps. There is the tower. Oh my. You know, this actually reminds me of Skyrim a little bit. The way that this bridge has been built here with this tower. I believe in the first half an hour of the game of Skyrim, you do actually encounter a tower over a bridge, as far as I'm aware. At least, as far as I remember, yes. You know how my memory is. So, let us venture forth. And we will see what kind of NPC is in the tower. Oh my. If anything. I hope there is going to be someone here. Oh, we're not able to interact with this either. Can I not interact with this? No, it appears not. Very peculiar, because one of you did state that there is a mini quest here, but I'm not too sure where to find it. So, we're going to head around the courtyard and... Assassins! Oh, there's assassins. Where are they? Oh, there's one behind me. How dare you? How dare you? Yes, take him down. Oh my goodness, I think I might be using a little bit of a slow sword right here. Not exactly the greatest thing ever to use against assassins, but there we have it. We have now rescued Grandmaster Adonikus from his plight. And he says, "You saved my life. How can I thank you? What's your name?" "I am Journeyman Reformist." Yes, I have improved our prestige a little bit just for this special feature, just to explore some of the more advanced options. "Ah, well, Reformist, tell me, how can I thank you?" Perhaps an introduction is a good start. You are right. My name is Adanicus. I am the Grand Master of the Agonic Order. We are self-governing and only loyal to His Holiness the Pope. Drakenberg is the headquarters of the Order. Our main targets are aiding Christians on their pilgrimages to holy places, establishing hospitals and fighting the infidels. It has occurred that the Khergit Khanate invaded our lands. They are a major threat to the people. Living west and south of the Izmirian Mountains, the Knights of the Order are our best forces to prevent both the heathen Khergits and Saranids from conquering Christian lands. Oh my goodness. Okay, what are those beacons in the mountains? I'll show you the beacons after this on the map, but I was wondering as I was passing by recruiting a couple of units what they were. There was a time when rumors were spread, rumors about a great realm in the northeast. A realm barbaric, bloodthirsty and pagan. A Christian lord named Prusinus. I gathered materials to build a fortress at the southern end of the Izmirian Mountains. Drakenberg is the name of this fortress. This bulwark was meant as a defense fort against the pagans. When enemies planned to launch an invasion, beacons in the mountains were lit. At the end of this line, below the mountains, stands the great tower of Istmur. This is the beacon of Drakenberg. When this beacon is lit, all people will immediately equip themselves with weapons and armor, and prepare for the coming fight. There we go. Wow, that is impressive. Now we are going to say, who were those assassins? Those were probably sent by the Saranid Sultan. He wants to see me dead since I killed his son in battle. I sent the body to him. Probably a mistake. Oh my. Can you tell me more about Drakenberg? Oh my goodness. There was a time rumors spread, rumors about a great realm. Okay, yes, you have told me about that before. This was in the year 1260. Construction was completed in 1275. 52 years later, the Great Siege of Drakenberg occurred. It began a few months before, when the Khan Yarakai of the Khergits brought together a great army of 5,000 soldiers. All beacons on the Izmirian Mountains were lit immediately, one so fast that they almost burned down the whole beacon. Thanks to God, the Khan lost a fifth of his army due to plagues, food shortages, and desertion. In July, he crossed the river Adrinicon. It was a great miracle the Christian lords could send enough soldiers to defend the castle. Though we were outnumbered with 2 Khergits against 1 Agonic soldier, the siege lasted 5 months. During the last month, they managed to conquer the first level. We retreated to the second level, but to no avail. Those pagan barbarians destroyed the walls of the second level of the fortress and entered. We retreated again, this time to the heavily damaged buildings themselves. At that specific time, a great miracle happened. Yarakai, Khan of all Khergits, fell in battle. According to barbarian tradition, the Khergits' lords have to return to their capital to elect a new leader. The castle was heavily damaged, and many good soldiers, Ritter Bruder and Dina Bruder, died. Yes, pronunciation. Drakenberg is rebuilt, this time with bricks. If you take a look at the painting in my hall, you can see the old Drakenberg. Since then, the Khergit Khanate is struggling with their own people, but rumors are spreading again about another, last campaign to finish the conquest of Drakenberg. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you. I think I've heard enough. Yes. Oh, and now he says, "Not so quick, Reformist. I am still in your debt. You saved the life of the Grand Master. The Order is grateful to such heroes. Wait. Perhaps I can manage something. I solemnly give you permission to use the beacons in the Izmirian Mountains. Light them any time, and military help will be sent." Oh my goodness, thank you very much. Wow, and we can of course now take a look around, and we can see what's up. But that is quite the backstory, I have to admit. I was not expecting such an epic saga, but goodness me, wow, that is impressive. Now there is a chest over here that I noticed, and it is baggage. Ah, unfortunately it does not seem to be anything that we can use. Wow, look at this. Oh, we have another one. This is our inventory, though, I do believe that we are accessing, so not too much to be done about that. But just look at this. Look at this entire area here. They even have guards over there. Or are they guards? Maybe. And whoa. We have a huge amount of areas to explore in Drakenberg, that is for sure. But I do believe that was the mini-quest that you were talking about, so thank you very much for letting me know. And it just took me a little bit of time to actually find it. Now, I suppose what we will be doing now is heading on to Zendar, and we will be venturing forth over to the islands. So let's make our way. We are going to be running there as quickly as possible because we are probably going to have issues with morale if we are a little bit too late, but hopefully not just yet. So far, though, I am thoroughly enjoying this. I do believe... Oh, minus 40 prestige points earned, but we did get 20 influence points. Interesting. I'm not too sure what influence points do, but yes. That actually reminds me, we do need to take a look at the camp menu, because that has a couple more options that I am rather interested to show you. So, take an action. You can create a construction site, you can create a farm, and of course the standard options of recruiting prisoners, and selecting books to read. So, I'm actually rather surprised about this. I have no idea what it's going to do, so shall we do it? Ah. Oh. This is impressive. You have the option to create a construction site. Here you will build a new castle. This option is only available once to you. Do you want to build a stone castle right here? No, not just yet, but goodness me, that is an impressive thing to do. You can build your own farm here. This farm can become a vital source of money. In order to get profits, buy seeds at the market, harvest crops, and sell grain. Do you want to build your farm? This option is only possible once. It costs 1,000 florins. 10,000 would be a little bit too much. And 10 units of timber. Well, I don't have the timber, but that is a very interesting thing. And I must admit that if you were going to be making a full series of this, which may very well happen, not too sure yet, because I did experience a small error when I headed into one village to recruit, and it stated that there was a texture missing on a longsword. So if the creator of the mod is watching this, then by all means check that out if you can. I do believe it was in a bandit fight, so maybe one of the bandits' weapons had a missing texture or something, but yes, I'll let you figure that out. You are extremely talented from what we can tell so far, and as I stated before, I was going to show you the agonic beacons, and as you can see here, they are all along the mountain range, and they pass by a couple of castles here, leading all the way down to Drakenberg, of course. So, without further ado, let's head in to Zendar, because I would like to try and buy some property. I think that would be pretty cool. So let's buy some. Let's buy an apartment room, and we will spend 6,000 and gain 39 prestige points as well. Now, what we can do is we can rent this for 810 florins per week. That is excellent. Wow. Okay, let's rent it. And we can actually throw out our tenants as well, which is impressive. Very nice indeed. Now, we are getting 810 each week. That is very nice indeed to see that. Now, we could also go to the harbor here. We could buy a ship. We could set sail for the New World, which we are probably going to be doing. And I think we will do that. Your fleet consists... Oh my goodness. You can actually get a fleet. Shall we set sail? Your fleet has only capacity for 0 men. Either buy more ships, fire, or garrison. Okay, buy a ship. Wow. This is really in-depth. Goodness me. Okay, so let's take a look here. Here you can choose to buy new ships for your fleet. Keep in mind you need to pay maintenance for your ships. This is 15 florins per member. Ooh. Being on the sea costs you 30% more due to repairs and food. These costs are automatically calculated in the weekly budget overview. So, we're going to be buying a Karak? Is that how you say it? We'll buy a Karak. That's 30 men. Oh my. These ships are able to carry 30 men. I have 127. I would like a couple more. Okay. I tell you what, I will cut away very shortly, and I will see you in just a moment. Okay, so we are now back, and we have enough money to purchase a galleon of 40 men, and we can probably purchase another one as well. So let's see here. We have 70 at the moment. We probably want to get 100. So let's go for another 30, and then we'll go for another 40 to fully encapsulate all of our forces. That sounds like a good thing. And now, let's set sail, shall we? You embark and set sail for the new world. Oh, you disembark? Really? I didn't really want to do that. Oh no. Set sail. Yes. Really? Is that really bugged? Oh, that's actually really sad. Wait. Yeah, it is. It just goes into Zendar all the time. Wait, maybe I can... Ah, I think I know what to do. I think I know what to do to fix this. Let's head out here. That will put us in to Zendar, but then we can set sail and we'll be outside. So, yes, there we go. Let's do that. There we are. Now it's working correctly. Very nice indeed. Okay, so, very nice indeed. We have 2 galleons, 2 Koraks, and we have all of our forces on board. That is very nice to see. So, let's head on over to these islands here. And yes, as I suspected, we are now going to be having quite a few issues with morale. Oh. Oh my goodness. How dare you. We have now suffered some thievery. 6 units of timber have been stolen from our village. Well, at least no one was hurt, I suppose, so... Yes, they can continue to chop down lumber. Oh yes. Back to the grindstone with you, that's for sure. Okay, so we are... Ooh. What? No. I didn't want to disembark. Okay. Oh, that's actually fine. That is okay. So we can just head in here now. Oh my goodness, really? We can actually claim this island as our own? This island hasn't been claimed yet. During your exploration, you search and think. You find out that it produces sugar. Claim this island. Let's do that. You determine that you need exactly 15 units of timber, 10 units of stone, and 5 tools. Ah, really? Oh, that is such a shame. Okay, what we're going to be doing then is heading back to Zendar and see if we can purchase some of those things. Unfortunately, we are going to suffer at the hands of our morale difficulties, so we need to be a little fast with this. So, let's see. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the Ring of Umar does, or the Holy Tenak, as well as the Holy Relief and various other things here, but yes, I'm hoping that we will be able to find out sooner rather than later, but yes, I think what we need to do is get some fine stone, we need to get some tools. Unfortunately, there is not enough here. Oh my... There really is not enough. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll cut away. I'll try and find some more timber. How much do we need? 10 timber, I think. And some stone and some tools. And then we will be back on the island of Fioror, perhaps? So yes, I will see you soon. Okay, so we have returned to one of the new islands that we were not previously able to see in the other episode, but... we have now returned to New Praven. I thought it would be a little easier for us to head over to New Praven rather than to Fiorior, because, as you can probably tell, I cannot even pronounce it. So, let's head in to New Praven. And it does produce sugar as well, so we are going to be claiming this island. You determine that you need exactly this much of everything, and we do have that. So let us establish a colony. Your relation with the Aztec Empire? I would say that that is probably the Aztec Empire has deteriorated from 0 to -3. That is not too good. Okay, so we are going to be populating our colony. Aha, you can populate your settlement by asking town walkers in towns. Perhaps they are willing to move and become colonists. Another way is slaves. Slaves can be obtained through battles, slave traders, and merchants. They are expensive, though. Okay. Manage defenses? Oh no. We have 2 units of timber, 0 tools, and 1 unit of stone. This is where you keep track on the fortifications of your colony. Build them to make it last longer before raiders break through. Oh, that is... oh my goodness. Okay, so, yes. Apparently, Nova Aetas does need an incredible amount of inventory management and forethought as well, because you seem to appear to need a lot of timber, a lot of tools, and, of course, if you're going to build a church, then you need a huge amount of stone. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, seeing as we have not yet explored one of these areas, we are going to be exploring the lost town of Itzo, or Izto, and it states, an ancient native town is buried in the jungle of New Praven. The wood has been rotted away long ago. Only the stone buildings remind us of the ancient culture. This type of architecture is not the same as the Aztecs. It's different. Let's head in and see. Oh my. Whoa, okay. This is quite the project, is it not? And we might have a chest here. Is that a chest? It is! Oh my goodness. And we are able to loot this. Oh my, okay. So, rubies, sapphires, gold bracelets. Unfortunately, no timber or stone. I was really hoping for that, that's for sure. But look at this, they even have some loot on the floor over here. I don't think we can pick these up, though. But that is a nice touch, I have to admit. Now, I'm wondering, what else is there to do here? Because it seems like such a large area, and I have absolutely no idea. Oh, it's going to be so sad, actually, if I miss out on some sort of secret passage or something, because all of these ancient civilizations are bound to have some secret tunnel system, or what have you, but I think there might just be a lot of chests around here, and you can probably loot it for a significant profit. Maybe, at least. I have a sneaking suspicion that maybe I should head into that temple over there, but I'm going to check this little structure over here on the hill first, because it seems to be drawing me here. Ever since I loaded in, I thought to myself, what's up there? And we're going to be checking it out. There's probably going to be not much, because this is version 1.0, do bear that in mind. This is the very first release of this mod, and I'm sure iterations will not be too far behind, but goodness me, already it is looking mighty impressive. And we are going to be heading over to the temple now, or it looks like a temple. Yeah, I seem to remember this same sort of structure being in Serious Sam games, especially in the first few levels, but look at that. That is impressive, goodness me. Okay, so let's head up, and we will see what is within it. If we can head up, yes we can. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what is going to be up here? Please let us have a huge amount of loot. Oh, there is a chest. Okay, let's do it. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have amber, a gold urn, and some oil. Wow, this is much easier than looting a village, I have to admit. Much easier than looting a village, but I have to admit that you do need to get a boat. And boats are quite expensive, so you would probably need to construct a farm and maybe your own castle as well in the early game, but that does require you to get quite a bit of timber, but I suppose that is the reason why they give you a village from the very start, because then you're able to, I suppose, garner your own timber, get more stone, and of course your tools as well. So that is impressive. Very, very nice indeed. And now, without further ado, we are going to be heading on to the Aztec areas, and we're going to do battle with them as much as we can. So, let us set sail. Thank you. And we're going to be heading over this way. Can we just head over there? Yeah, it appears so. Very nice. Oh, wow. And there's a jungle there as well. Oh, goodness me, there's just too much to explore. And, ooh, what's going on here? We do have a little bit of an error here, but I think we can somewhat gather what is going on. The Nordic Union has advanced to a new technology. It is now stage something. Not too sure what the new stage is, but it appears that it has advanced in technology, whatever that may mean, but oh, maybe it means that they have researched weaponry that is far beyond the other factions at the moment? Who knows? But I'm glad that the Nords are doing it, because I was a little worried that being part of the Nords would be, well, a little bit more difficult, considering they don't really have the greatest territory. And what's going on here? There's a lot of Aztecs, but we are going to be waiting here for some time. I do not want to fight at night. So we have Cocoa Mutts here, and we also have another fellow which I cannot see at the moment. But I have a feeling... Whoa, okay. Yeah. 786 units in the garrison there. I would really have loved to attack one of their villages and indeed towns. But... yes, I wish to make peace. Ah, wow, we can actually make peace, but I'm not going to be doing that because I am going to be ending the special feature off here, but only after we have done battle with the Aztecs. Let's do it. So, we have 118. Press Z to view combat abilities. And I do believe that had a slight problem in terms of giving me 2 errors in a row, so do bear that in mind if you are going to use the combat abilities. Now, what are we going to do here? What do we want? First aid, treat your immediate wounds to recover. Oh my. Defensive structure, consume your Gabions to place a defensive structure. I do not know. Okay, let's try to get... lasts for that many seconds. Oh my. Okay, let's get Rage. You rage in battle. Okay. I'm not too sure how long that's going to last, but probably not too long. Okay, let's do a defensive structure. Why not? Can we do that? Maybe I need to get off my horse. Let's do that first. Can we construct it? That would be really nice. No? Nope, it does not appear as though that is the case. Ah, unfortunate. Okay, so, yes. Do bear in mind that if you are going to use combat abilities, that it is probably going to give you a slight error, but you can easily maximize the game again. It just minimized the game for me a little bit there, and as a result, my DX Story was having a little bit of issues recording that, of course. So, yes, do bear that in mind if you are going to record this mod as well. Who knows? But yes, wow, we are having a very easy time of it at the moment. All of our Vajir marksmen are having a very nice and pleasant conversation with these guys, with their arrows, yes. Oh my. I actually thought we were going to lose here immediately, so this is actually going quite well in comparison to what I thought. Now, how many cavalry do we have? Only 8. That is not too good. Okay, so we are just going to be charging in our cavalry here. I think, yeah, charge in our cavalry, charge in our infantry. We will let our archers stay in their positions, and we are going to be moving them upwards here a little bit as well, so that they get a much better vantage point. So, I have bought this scythe, so we are going to be using it in battle, and we will see how much damage we can do with it. It seems to be rather impressive, so I'm hoping quite a lot. Oh my goodness, whoa, a lot, yes. A very large amount. These guys don't really have the greatest amounts of armor after all, so... yes, they do appear to be rather easy to cut down, but I must admit that this is probably due to the fact that I did buy one of the best weapons you can probably get. It does have 48 cutting damage. Not entirely sure whether that is the best, but at the moment it does seem to be doing a rather considerable amount. So I'm quite pleased about that. Now we do need to move our archers a little bit closer to our opponent's reinforcements here. And as you see, we have killed 11 enemies in battle, and we are hopefully going to continue along this path. Whoa, I'm so glad I chose Nordic Huskarls, I have to admit. I am so happy that I did that. Goodness me, because if I didn't, then we would probably have more Swadian Knights, which I can only assume would probably be excellent units. They do seem to be causing our opponents quite a great deal of pain, but I really just like the Nord Huskarls and the way they move, what kind of weapons they have, and the fact that they are infantry as well, because I do think that cavalry in this sort of setting are a little bit too powerful, but yeah. What am I going to say about that? I think that we're just having fun here, and we have shown off some of their units as well, some of the Aztec units, and this makes me think, would we be able to siege against them? Because their archers didn't seem to do too much to us, and indeed, their melee units don't seem to be doing too much damage either. As you may see here, we have not lost any units. Is that overpowered? Is that overpowered? I have no idea. They have a lot of units, but they're not too good, so I can only assume that that is the way they have balanced them. They have made it so that the individual units of the Aztecs are a little weaker, and by a little I mean, yes, quite considerably. And they have made the amount of units they use rather overwhelming. So if you have low-tier units, then do not fight these fellows. That is for sure. They are going to be incredibly difficult. But other than that, I think we have attained victory in this particular endeavor. Now, I am going to be charging our archers in, because as you see on the battle map here, they are so far back, they are not even doing anything, and I think charging them in is going to be completely fine. They do have some pretty good melee weapons after all. So let us continue to inspire bravery in our forces here by taking out many more of their units. But yes, this is quite the wash, isn't it? Look at that. We've taken out 297. Yes, 297 units from the Aztecs, and we have completely obliterated them. Wow, that is pretty impressive to say the least. There it is, 19 renown for that, very nice to see that, and 50 morale, of course, very cool. Took out all of them. Oh, wait a minute, not all of them just yet. 114 versus 80, well, this is going to be relatively simple, isn't it? I am not going to be pressing Z to view combat abilities just now, because it does, I do believe, give us an error, so yes, do bear that in mind. I am recording, so I would prefer not to have any more interruptions to that. So, let's see what we can do versus these 80 here. Do we have more cavalry this time? We have 21. Well, as far as I am aware, the Aztecs don't seem to have very good archers. I'm actually going to charge straight on into them, and I'm going to be lowering my shield, because I really just want to see what they are capable of. Are these the archers? These are the archers, aren't they? Wait, can I take one of them out and just see? Yes, they are the bowmen. They don't actually have ranged weaponry. That is impressive. Okay, I have no idea. I have no idea why they don't have at least throwing weapons? Well, maybe they didn't spawn with that, who knows. Oh, wait a minute! That is the error that I received. That is the error that I received beforehand when I stated, oh yes, it's going to be missing a texture. So yes, apparently the texture for the bow is missing, so that is the reason why it hasn't loaded into the fight. Ah, that is really disappointing, because I have a feeling that the Aztecs would probably be incredibly deadly if they were allowed to use their longbows. So, yes, maybe in a future version, or at least maybe in some sort of update patch, perhaps, that would be really, really cool to fix that. But yes, I did read a comment, actually, that stated that I need the hotfix. Well, I have downloaded the hotfix patch, I do believe. And that is still happening. So, yes, unfortunate enough. But I do believe, seeing as it is a first release, there are going to be bugs, and I understand that. I think everyone will understand that, considering, you know, mods, they just have these problems, and you need to fix them, and that's it. So, yeah, I am very forgiving, of course. So, yes, we are going to be taking this guy prisoner. And, unfortunately, everyone else managed to escape, but we are able to see some of their very fancy armor and equipment now as well. Whoa. Wow, that's pretty cool, I have to admit. Look at that. Okay, so yes, I will be ending this special feature off here. And so, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And thankfully enough, I was able to uncover more of the mod than previously. So, I will see you next time.